Baba is you, where it would appear that we are maybe heading to the last proper full world of this game. I don't know, it's very exciting for us to be getting into the chasm where we already have lettered missions. Oh no, those tend to be hard. Well, this is certainly a fantastic looking place. Obviously, we're starting with the lettered missions, but like I've been saying in these past few episodes, once this world is done, I have no idea what's next. I guess we'll try a way out if there's no other obvious way to go, and then presumably that unlocks something else weird, and then maybe at some point we can get a flag on the overworld and make this Baba at the top left here touch the flag, and then things will be good. What was the deal with this one again? It just like was... You just walk right into the flag? Is there maybe... Wait, what are the odds that... There's a level... Oh... What? Hide? Text is... Orb is... Huh? Bonus is... What is happening? Huh? What if orb is bonus? Orb is bonus. Find an orb. Oh, okay. I don't know how I was just looking for a level keyword actually. If it was, but I happened to. Anyway, I have no idea what orb does, but we have one of them. Okay, cool. I just suddenly had a random thought. I was like, what if the level keyword I've been looking for is like hidden somewhere around here? I didn't think it would be like hidden with a keyword called hide. Never mind. Every time I learn something else about the way this game works, I'm afraid. So let's just go back to what I was trying to do actually this episode. Let's do Chasm B Siege. I cannot believe there was actually something hidden there with a keyword hide. That's just blown my mind a little bit. Anyway, but then I was just... Anyway, never mind. Rock is push, flag is win, belt is shift, Baba is us, rock is defeat, water is sink, wall is stop, and we have a keyword more. What happens if I say rock is more? It expands every turn. Okay. So I don't want it to be like that very much. I just want to get a few... Ooh, it does have to be pushed though. Sorry, so we want to do that from the bottom, I think. And go like, so we can still get pushed back on it and go, yabba-bonk. Why did I want that? I don't know. Belt is shift. Now can I say that Baba is more? And then just like expand outward across the belt, I guess, maybe. That's the thing. So we do that, and then we do, and then we go, how would we do that? Oh, well, we would need more rocks, I guess. Yeah, okay, sorry. So we don't want to get rid of the whole rock is push situation just yet. We want to do another situation where we go like boop, 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 boo, and clear out a little bit more of this once I make it push again like ba, ba, ba. Then it'll be easy to get the is over here. More is an interesting word. Expands outward in like a diamond, because then we could just like, ooh, okay, I don't want, oh, okay, we gotta be very careful about how we do this. Oh, okay, wait, okay, this didn't go how I thought it would. I thought it would expand across the belt a whole bunch more. Okay, hang on. Okay, so, wait, am I sure that hitting right from the, more thing doesn't? I guess maybe it would, but we won't know. Because that breaks it currently. Does that mean I have to do the more thing from up? Or from below, rather? From up? I don't know. That wouldn't mean anything even if it was what I meant. I get there's an and here we haven't used. Hang on, but if I just go like... and then I go... We do a bit of the old... this is awkward to do now that all the death in the air, but... We clear out a little bit more of this water. Chasm has all kinds of interesting levels in it, it would appear. Ooh, maybe I need Baba is push and more. And then I'm like pushing more Babas into the right and stuff. But just for the sake of argument, if I did this, and then I went down, and then right, and then right. Yes, that is exactly what I was hoping for. Good, okay. Which I couldn't do the other way because when I pushed more in from the left, because then to move right there was always going to be one in front of where it said more that would break more, which was bad. Anyway, off to D, treasury. Right. Rock is pushed, door is stop, key is open, door is shut, wall is stop, flag is win, Baba is us. Again, the lettered ones are always interesting. They never quite feel how I'm expecting them to. So there's a more word. So does more, is the key going left from it push the rock? It does not. Okay. Fascinating. So basically we want to get a key to the door. I think this key is the only thing that's going to be open. If I do this, And then this will want to expand into the door. It does not work that way, I see. So the trick is that to get the key to be pushed, you have to make it more once, which makes it awkward to get something out of here. Is that what I'm understanding? So for a start, we might just push the rock all the way to the back here. Oh, but the rock can make it so that it doesn't show up there, is that correct? So even though we're sort of blocked off here, had I put the rock here, and then done this, and then broken this, I could go like, I sees. Very fascinating indeed. What an interesting and intriguing place this chasm. Wait a minute. I just realized that this one over here is not measured with a number. This is an extra stage? Extra one. So wait, where are the numbers in this place? Chasm breaks all the rules. No fair. Anyway, sorry, level chasm F, lava flood. So lava's more, and it's gonna be like coming in toward us, is it? And it's gonna break, flag is melt before we get there. Oh no, I'm also hot. Oh, I see. So what happens if I wait for it to melt the walls? It doesn't do that. I see. Interesting how that happens. Oh, but I can survive in lava. Because only flag is melt. But the text is not melt, so if I cover the flag with text, it will survive, maybe? It will, and then all I have to do is break flag is melt, right? And then get this out of the way, we win? Okay! Yay! And happy I was. Excellent. Floodgates! Okay, they freak me out with these lettered stages and the extra stages. They make me think things. They change my mind. Lava's defeat, skull is melt. Bubba is us, lava is more, star is not win. Floodgates. Love has text, star is hot, skull has lava, lava is melt, wall is push. This one feels really complicated. Okay, sorry, so walls are push. Which thing is more? Lava. But I don't see any lava, but skull has it, and skull is what? Other than that? Nothing, obviously. Oh, they're melt. Okay, and what is anything hot currently? Star. So I can melt the, oh, it's not push. If we do stars more, eventually it touches these things and lava pours out of them. Star is not win, and that's immutable as far as we know. Well, except we can push the walls, so maybe it's not all the way immutable. Depends. Love has text, meaning if you smash it, the word love pops out. So I think we want to smash it so that love becomes win, probably. Is there anything else that love is? Melt. Okay, so to make it so that the star is the only thing that's hot. So I think the idea is to push the walls on somewhere that you don't want the lava to spread to, because wall is stop? No, wall is not stop. So would it even stop the lava? If I put it here, say? Yes, it does. Why does it? I guess just push more can't go through push things, I suppose. I thought it would need to be a stop thing for it to not be able to go through it. But anyway, so I think what we're doing here is we're trying to build walls such that the stars only expand. What else melts? Well, we will die in the lava. The star is only going to expand to make lava pour out of a certain part and not another part. So for instance, if I were to do this, this, then we've got lava to only come out of there, so then that will be... Oh, the love... I thought the love would... Well, okay, wait, sorry, what's hot? Oh, only the star is hot. Okay, right. So in reality, we want... Okay, my bad. Not return to Matt. Sorry, I was thinking we wanted to... I don't know why I was thinking this, but I was thinking... I guess just because it was closer to the is win. I was thinking we wanted to melt this heart and turn it into text to say love is win for the other heart, but if the star is the thing that's... Because I was thinking lava would be hot and melt it, but then lava isn't hot. Don't be silly, Admiral. You're being small-minded. You're not bubbaing correctly. Because, of course, the thing that's hot is the stars that they come out. So we want the stars to touch the heart, in other words, which would mean I would need, with my 3 walls here, to... I mean, that doesn't even seem like enough, if I'm honest. If I want the stars to spread to this heart here, I would need to... Well, that's not even going to be right. The point is, once it gets over there, then we get the free keyword love, but at this point, the lava will end me, so it can't be doing... We can't have quite that much. In fact, we can't really have any, right? If I'm going to die from it to death. But as it stands, I seem to only have 3 walls to really be allowed to manipulate to make this happen. If we had enough walls to just block off every skull, it would be fine. But I don't seem to, nor do I appear to have any way to make all this go the way I'm hoping. So I'm thinking about something here kind of the wrong way. It would be convenient if there was a way to move the star, but the star stops being the problem. Once it's here, even if the star stops being more, it's the lava that's the issue, and it basically can't exist. Wait, well, there's no way to move the hearts beforehand, is there? If there were, I could get one heart in this corner and then box myself in with, well, I guess I wouldn't really be able to box myself in with the walls. I was thinking boxing myself in with the walls, put the other heart here by the is wins, that it just happens eventually when the lava reaches us all. Okay, fascinating. So there are a lot of rules going on here, but really we have very few things we're allowed to manipulate ourselves. Oh, what happens if I block off the star when I say stars more? That doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay, well, one thing I could do is with my 3 walls, I could block it so that it only grows in one direction, so to speak. But wait, I don't really understand, because for love to melt, it has to touch the no, a star, not lava. Right, okay. So it is possible for it to touch the heart without getting lava on it. That's not happening currently. But oh, I see. Hang on. So I could do it one at a time, couldn't I? I could go like this and then break it and then oh, well, only sort of. Because it's still going to grow from the back, but it might be possible to at least control it a little more here, like something like this, and then it still needs to grow like 3 more in a way that I can't really orchestrate safely, huh? Oh, I didn't mean to put the wall here. Oh, all right, I can touch the skulls. Skulls are fine. So, but you see what I'm getting at, right? If we control the angle of its growth, there's probably a way to sort of make it touch the heart and none of the skulls. Oh, can it grow through text? It cannot. Okay, that's very key. Probably. It's probably for the best if it only changes a few times, actually, so I should make it go down first, shouldn't I? So, like, oops, not like that. We want it to go like, blah, then stop that, and then, like, complete the thing like this. Oh no, I can't break it if I do that. Okay. I can break it if I go like this, like and then we can push this all we want so I can get the words out of there again. And at some point it just needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So we just need to block off enough that it's not going to, after those 5 turns, touch any of the other skulls, right? But the stars more has to happen in a straight line, is this tricky thing. So I guess it's gonna be like this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I tells ya. I guess maybe more like, but anytime I grow it, and it's more trouble later. But then I was thinking something like this. Oh, I can't break it if I do that. Don't know if I'm already perma-screwed here. Wait, so just waiting here. So we would need to stop it on like 5 axes, but then maybe if I don't leave it quite that long, it won't be quite that bad. I don't know. So currently, we just need to find a way to keep everything else from going out one while this goes, basically. So we would do like, we don't have enough to do that, do we? But something like this break. Okay, no, that's not terribly unrealistic, because then I just have to do one here and here. In fact, I could just leave that there and then break it. Aha! Wonderful, wonderful. And then we win, right? Because we just have to get love to his win, and then okay, good. That takes a bit of time, but yeah, it makes enough sense. More than enough. Chasm so far isn't like super hard, but it's really intimidating. Level Chasm I, Lonely Sight. Ooh, everything is all monochrome. Okay, Rock has ice, Baba is us, Wall is stop, Rock on love is weak. Flag on ice is win. Okay. So we've got a more word here. These are the things that won't change. Wall is top, flag on ice is win. So we need flag on ice, and then we need to also be there. Rock on love is weak, so we need to get the rock to touch the love so that it breaks onto ice. And we have we have a flag keyword here, so we could do like Baba on love is flag or whatever. But first thing is, to get more objects, we're going to need the more thing just once, I say. Perhaps for the greatest amount of control, we should block ourselves off on every side that is feasible to do, so that we only create one more for the time being, and just do it that way every time we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? And then I say we do how about to do this? Right, just move it all the way around. Let me just get these words way away from each other so it's nice and clear. Move this around. Get you back in place there. Oh, sorry, not there. There. Oh, sorry, I guess I'm gonna need a few if I'm gonna try and measure, make this at all a measured thing. Gonna be kind of like this and then break it. And then we say Baba on Baba is, well, you know what? Let me just leave it a bit and get a few more of them. Ooh, okay, I see the problem with doing it that way. Yeah, don't do that. I like having them all in a line like this. I feel like this is working to some purpose. How many do I need? So I'm gonna need, because what I'm thinking is all I have to do is say Baba on Baba is whatever, and then if I do this, we get a Baba on Baba, and so we get 2 rocks or whatever. Just to play that out for a minute. I guess I can multiply other things that aren't Baba as well. Baba on Baba is... So we're gonna need rock, love, and flag at some point. Let's just start with rock, and then we can get 2 rocks, like yoink. Oh, I don't control them. Right. Oh, I don't have to. I just need to have stuff end up there, right? And then I do that Baba thing again, get some hearts, put them on there, get some ice, and then do the same thing with flags. Yeah, that should work. Okay, right. And because now I have fewer Babas to work with, so it's actually easier to set this up again. Like. But 3 seems to be the way there. Get a word there. Get words here. Boosh. Break that. There's probably a slightly more efficient way to do this, but this is the nice cowardly way that that makes it nice and easy to not accidentally create a storm of Babas. Is how it feels. I do feel like it is going to work. I don't really need to overthink this, I don't think. Get 3 Babas, and then we say Baba on Baba is... love. Oh, and then I can just say love is flag, can't I? It would be even easier. Because the love doesn't break. It's just the rock that breaks. So Baba on Baba is... love. Practice that self-love, Baba. Good for you. And then... boink. So that melts the rocks into ice, and then all we need to do is say love is flag, and then there's flag on and ice in the same spot, and we're good, right? I'm pretty sure. Very convenient they didn't make me do the multiplying Babas thing again. Yay! Great! Excellent! Fabulous! Wondrous! Good. Okay, on to the A now. I guess it makes sense to do letters before extra stages. They're usually a little funkier in some way or another. Ooh! We're using music from all kinds of other stages here, it would seem. This is from, is this from Lonely Island? I can't remember. I feel like it is. I wasn't noticing the music changing elsewhere. Wait. What was the music like in the other ones? Was it all the music we'd heard before? This is just like the basic, like, tutorial theme, basically. And they were all this. Okay, interesting. Chasm doesn't have its own music so far. Oh, unless I did and I didn't notice it. Anyway, all, is that an object, keyword? As in, if I said all is you, then I control everything? So I do. Sorry. More importantly, though. Wall, stop, water, sinks, colors us. Okay, cool. So that's all except text. I don't control text this way. Okay, right. So I could sink all the water. And if I were to say all is sink, I could sink some walls as well. Is that, am I understanding that correctly? It sounds that way. If I were to do something like this... Oh, I guess I have to kind of do it like... doink... This is a bit awkward. Oh, I'll break all the water if I do that. Okay, sorry. How do I do this without... I just want to get it. Oh, well, that shouldn't be that hard if I just go... no, sorry. So starting again here. If I go all is you and break all the water, right? And the wall will kind of like go do an awkward thing there, but at least I can get rid of the water this way, and then that frees me up to... Sorry. Oh, the water was sinking itself, was it? I see. I did not know that was an option. Now I can do this kind of thing to say all is sink, and then I can do the same with the walls there. Boosh, boo. Never mind. Oh, because well, it's stopped. It can't, like, touch itself. I see. But the water can sink it, right? It cannot. Okay, I am understanding the problem. But supposing I got rid of a bunch of the water. And then did fix this thing up again. If I did skull is sink, I think I know that I just tried something like this because I tried doing it with the water, but I can't walk the skull into it to sink it. Right, okay. So the question is, how do I get rid of something that is stop? It does feel pertinent that I can move this left and right. It's not boxed in or anything. Not that I guess if it were boxed in, it would stop at some point. It would stop being boxed in when I started moving everything. So is there some clever way when I'm playing as the wall to... So we said I can't sink it, right? Oops, I can't sink the wall into the water? Oh, I can. Okay, sorry, I wasn't realizing that. Okay, anyway, and then I just gotta do water is, does it sink the text? It breaks the text in awful ways. Water is not in fact sink, but it is in fact, win, and everything is us, and we're the water, so the water wins, and we win. Elusive condition. Oh boy. Hand is all. Hand is all, so if I stop it... Wait, so what does hand is all? What is object is all? Star and hand is stop. Sorry, hand is all, hand is us, hand is stop, star is stop. Okay, what is that about? If hand is, okay, star and hand are stop, okay, right? So I can't get this thing, I can't get through the stars. So we want to get through the stars to get the win and presumably put something is above it. I got an empty word here. So what happens, so I don't know what hand is all was doing, but what does empty is all do? It just makes a copy of every object that exists in this level, I suppose. Hence why every time I walk, a star appears, because it just makes one of every object that exists in the stage in the current place, I suppose. And so if I were to say all is empty, there would be no objects anymore, right? The hands and the stars would all disappear, and then there would be nothing for us to be. It does have that feel. What happens if hand is all as well as all is empty? Oh, I can't do that, never mind. So obviously what would be nice is if star was empty. Empty is hand, hands are stopped, so that would basically just mean we all become, all these empty spots become hands and none of us can move. Not very helpful. Don't see a way that we could say that all is you, for instance. Or indeed empty is you. Of course, hand is empty, just gets rid of the one hand that I am. I don't see a way that I could make... How would I... The only star word we have is at the top left there. Because all just makes objects appear, doesn't make the words of those objects appear, from what I'm seeing. But star is empty must happen at some point, or the stars become us so that we can move them, right? It's like we need the stars to be us just to move them to the right a bit. And free up some space or something. Well, no, they'd have to be empty because as it stands, it's like they... I don't know. But this is a mighty interesting one. Okay, so I can do a very limited amount here, so I should be able to think about this and reason out what to do from my available actions. I have one is, so, and 3 words here. 4, if we're counting this other hand. I can do... Oh, I see. So I want hand is hand, and then, but otherwise all is empty. Of course! So I might have to move this out of the way for a minute to facilitate that, like so. Like so, like so, and like so, ooh. And then, boom. Okay, so hand is immutable that we always stay hand, but this all is empty makes the stars go away. Gotcha, and then we should be able to just say hand is win, right? I wonder what the is defeat thing is about. I wonder, like, why is that even up there on the top left? To stop you from doing something else, I imagine. But never mind, because I found this way to do it. Looking for a heart. Oh, these are so weird. I quite like them. Oh, interesting. Wait, hang on. So only A had this music, and everywhere else it just has this sort of, so far, just has this very chill theme? Interesting, I wonder why that is. Rock is moved, door is stopped, love is pushed, flag not on wall is win. Baba is us, door shut, wall stop. Okay, so what is open? There are a few things we can make into open. if I were to manage to say all is open, so it seems as it stands here, it would appear that you can't get all out of there, because if you could, then you could say all is open and the doors would just open, right? So flag not on wall is win, so that sounds like the walls are going to move at some point, right? Because otherwise, why would that restriction be necessary? So what would be the problem if I were to stop you moving around and say instead that you were push for a moment here? Also, I wonder why it's out here rather than just being in here to start. There might be a reason for that. I don't understand yet. What I'm thinking to do here is to say, oh, I understand why. Okay, sorry, no. It's just clicked with me. The reason it's like that is that you can say, if you wanted to say rock is all, for instance, to get more objects here, which what I was considering doing, puts a bunch of objects there, and then you could break that by doing this, and you could still get these words back, which I think is the express purpose of this. I don't think we need multiple babas, so I'm just going to put them on the same spot so it's less confusing. I have so many legs all of a sudden. Okay, but there are so many on this spot. Okay, hang on. What I was thinking of doing was saying rock is open, but that's going to just open the door that was there already. Flag not on wall is win. This is because you're going to make a flag here. I see. So that this one can't be win. So it's not necessarily that the walls are going to move, like I was thinking. But what I should really have done instead of what I just did there was go back to rock is move, so it'll get off of there. Oh, the love is move. We can start with that also. Break that, and then the rock is move, and then get it off there. And then I was thinking that we could just make rock and love open in alternation here, and then use them both as keys, because they were two sort of separate objects here. I was going to initially make another rock and then turn it into love, but that doesn't look like that'll be necessary anyway. This should work, right? Say rock is push and open, and just use it as a key down here. Kaboosh. And then do the same thing with love? Right on. So you're just making that like singularity on that rock to turn it into everything, and that's why it's got the little... It's like right in front of the alcove, so you can make that and then push it. We're gonna get all these lettered ones in one video. This is gonna be sweet, as well as that sick orb, which I hope to never find out what it does. No, I don't know. I kind of want to know what it does, but I imagine we will eventually before this is out if I look around carefully enough. All right, let's see if I can clear this last lettered stage before the end of this video, huh? I wasn't expecting to get through nearly as much of Chasm when I saw it was all weird levels. Level Chasm G, Entropy. Sorry. Okay, sorry, let's just calm down. Rock has Baba. All is shut, rock is open, rock is push, Baba is us, wall is stop, wall is wall. So after a moment, rock is open and shut, so it opens itself, and it has a Baba, so a Baba falls out. Stop. All is shut. So bang, Baba pops out. We have two Babas to work with. The word weak is just in the middle here. Rock is push, wall is wall, and stop. Baba on rock, win, stop. So we want to get that is up there, presumably, because the wind doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon. And then presumably find some way to get a rock out of a Baba, but I can only move around inside here is the thing, it would appear. So we had earlier, there's a situation where there was an is defeat that I didn't understand what it was for, so I shouldn't necessarily try and figure out literally what every single word is for here, because they could just be trying to stop me from strategies that I won't consider. I should just think, how do we get the text moving? So if all is shut, I cannot say that Baba is open, because I will just explode. Right? Correct. But if all is shut, that means the walls are shut. And even if something is stop and shut, you can push something that is open onto a stop thing if it is also shut. So the weak would be useful because as it stands, if all is shut, then we can't make any one of a particular object burst, so to speak. Because as soon as you make anything open and shut, every object of that type bursts itself. But if you had weak, then you could just make one thing run into a wall. So that you could say that Baba has rock, run a Baba into a wall, get an extra rock to move around to use as a key or whatever. Similarly, if I say all is open and all is shut, everything just bursts, except for the text. I don't think there's any way to prevent that from happening at the start. I don't know what the two stops are about, really. I guess just to make walls that don't get altered by the all keyword. So it would be convenient if we could swap. Okay, I have an idea. If we were to say that Baba, the rock was us, No, there are no rocks yet. Okay, I see the problem with that. Well, with the words we have, we could maybe say that Baba is rock and rock is you at the same time. Is that a thing? Because we have more rock keywords than Baba keywords, which allows us to do more in theory. If I were to do... how do I do this? Maybe that's what this stop is for, is to bevel us like this. And that's the wrong way to do it, actually. It should be more like... we want the one on the right to be further down, so like... Would I have had to do that from the start? Like... Boosh? Maybe. I can do this, because I can always fix it like this later. No, can I? I can't. Oh. I don't even know if this will work yet, but I'm just thinking, how would I even do that? I guess I have to push this to the left. Sorry, that's not what I want anyway, is it? I want... Boosh and boosh. I don't want that has there, though. And then I wanted a rock down... here. Like that. So that we go... like this, and we go, Baba is you. No, we need to be another is up there. I see now where I was wrong. We need to have an is. Sorry, so I need to do that before the rock thing, really. I need to go like, give me this, and has this rock, and then, and then we go, no, well then we just like this, and so we're rocks, and we have two rocks, and the use of that is, astounding, you will see, because with two rock words, we can say that, what can we say? Rock has rock, of course, and then we can say that rock is open, and then we'll have a lot of rocks, and why do I want that? I don't really know. I'm just experimenting at the moment right now. I've got no concrete plans for any of this as it stands. I'm never getting that out of there with this. Or wait, am I? Guess I can do this, and then if I wanted to, I could do this again. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I can just do to get you over here. Ooh, yep. Ooh, yo. So this way, if I have rock and I'm open, I should be making a lot of rocks as I go. Okay, so in theory there are a lot of rocks everywhere I walk. Or no, maybe are there just... No, there are just two still. Okay, sorry, that doesn't do anything. I don't know what I wanted to do just yet, but getting to be two rocks felt right because we have more rock keywords. Okay, so what do I want? I want something to be open that is not shut, so that I can push it onto the wall, which is shut, because everything is shut. And it will burst. Oh, hang on, sorry, actually, that probably what I had, the way I had to set up there was probably right, if I were to simply then walk into the wall. Of course! And now we want the weak thing, well, probably, first of all, it's okay if we just, make this. And then we want the weak thing in. So that, I may as well just break all the walls while I have a chance here. Right, good feelings, I'm feeling good feelings. Oh, sorry, I probably want two spots still. Sorry, so we should do it like that. Good, okay. Good feelings, feeling good feelings. The feelings are good. And then I want to make that not like that so I can actually breathe and think for even one fraction of a second. Okay, good. Alright, now think. Damn it, I didn't want to break all the walls. Oh no, it's fine. If you make something weak, then you can break it on the side of the map, can't you? Yes, okay. So if Baba and Rock is win, all I have to do is say Rock has Baba and is weak, and then I run into a wall, right? And then we share a space with the Baba the resultant Baba. I'm pretty sure. Such as Kerblowee! Oh, okay, right, no, sorry, I understand. We want to break the Baba over here and then make it so that Rock is not weak, because otherwise the Rock can't occupy the same spot as Baba. There we go, okay, for a minute I thought I was way off. I was only slightly off. Haven't done any of the extra stages, but we did all the lettered ones, and that counted us as area clear. Let's see if anything interesting happens now that we have 10 of those, huh? Not obviously. So I said we clear all the extra levels, or we start upon that. Next time on Baba Is You, it would appear there are 7 extra levels in one stage, one video rather. Sounds difficult, but hey, I'm proud of us for getting 9 lettered ones in one, whatever that means. Anyway, we clear all the extra stages, then we pop back to the overworld, try a way out, and if there are no more ideas after that, then I guess we'll have to think about it a bit more, because I presume there'll be a little information when you finish the game, right? So like I saw there was a keyword end in there, so I assume you do Baba's End and it gives you some kind of ending, but maybe after the ending it mentions something like, by the way, there might be a secret on the overworld, and then it'll be like, I understand, this is where the whole Baba's You Flag Is Win thing comes into play or whatever. We won't know until we go or look it up prematurely, which I'm not going to do. Okay, friends? So let's get into it next time. The next video on the channel is going to be some more of the Dark Pictures anthology Little Hope. This might be the time where I just try and get everyone murderized in one video, which will be like a 6-hour recording and a 20-minute video because it'll be mostly stuff we've already seen. I'm not quite sure how I'll deal with it just yet, but we shall see. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! This is looking a lot like his hideout did.